I think they went to the earlier the webinar is going on.
Developing at a faster pace in India, ISHRAE promotes refrigeration and cold chain by organizing South Asia's largest exhibition, Ref Gold India, exclusively for this sector every year in Indian cities, and ensures a platform for global investment and community to connect with stakeholders. We are committed to provide training and career guidance to our student members through seminars, lectures, quiz contests, and site visits. eQuest, a prestigious quiz competition organized by ISHRAE to catalyze the transformation of the budding engineering professionals. ISHRAE provides a platform to potential employers to provide career placement to student members by ensuring the industry provides job opportunities on our web portal, the first of its kind accessible to us. A great opportunity for placements in the fast-growing HVACR industry with just a few clicks. Young minds are made aware of need for saving energy, clean air, and sustainability through interaction with industry. The K-12 initiative of ISHRAE focuses attention of school development to inculcate a scientific fervor and help develop them into responsible citizens. ISHRAE collaborates with various national and international societies and associations, industry, governments, academia, think tanks to promote the concept of sustainability, environmental protection, energy efficiency and conservation, to enter and explore the universe of the Indian HVACR industry. Log on to ISHRAE.in that unfolds a panorama of information. Let us engineer a sustainable future together through ISHRAE. We, the Indian Society of Heating, Refrigerating and Air Conditioning Engineers, ISHRAE, stands tall in the Indian industry with over 30,000 professionals and student members. We, the Indian Society of Heating, Refrigerating and Air Conditioning Engineers, ISHRAE, stands tall in the Indian industry with over 30,000 professionals and student members. Founded in 1981 and headquartered in Delhi, we operate from more than 50 chapters and sub-chapters spread all over India and members from across the world, expanding our horizon and bringing in our entire industry together. This vision has resulted in ISHRAE growing internationally with the initial addition of 3 new overseas chapters at Bangladesh, UAE and Qatar. Individuals become members of our society according to their professional and academic standings. Our roadmap of the future looks very bright, with thousands of new members joining this technical society every year and bringing in a fresh outlook to our industry intelligence. ISHRAE disseminates knowledge through its technical committees, which consist of some of the best minds of our industry. It publishes technical books and a prestigious journal distributing a wealth of knowledge to all its members. Working with government departments, ISHRAE helps formalize industry codes and standards. ISHRAE promotes research by offering financial support to students members to carry out groundbreaking work in technology, systems and processes. Our educational wing, ISHRAE Education Committee, organizes training programs and workshops to help members enhance their skill sets. Our specially designed certification programs under ICP, that is, ISHRAE Certified Professional, empower professionals to always be in step with the prevailing technology. Specially designed courses for technicians are offered to meet the ever-increasing demand for a skilled workforce. ISHRAE organizes exhibitions, conferences, panel discussions and product presentations throughout the country. We organize the industry's largest international exposition in South Asia, AGRIX India, to showcase the cutting-edge technology, innovation and provide a platform for closer interaction amongst the decision makers in the industry. Our chapters organize several other popular national events like AGRIConf in Delhi, AgriTech in Bangalore, Recon in Kolkata, Symposia in Mumbai, TechFest in Goa, Confluence in Ahmedabad, ACR Trends in Pune and many more. The chapters in India and overseas conduct theme-based national programs like Urja Varan, AgriServe, Pharma Connect and RAFCON. Cold chain industry is developing at a faster pace in India. ISHRAE promotes refrigeration and cold chain by organizing South Asia's largest exhibition, RefGold India, exclusively for this sector every year in Indian cities, and ensures a platform for global investment and community to connect with stakeholders. We are committed to provide training and career guidance to our student members through seminars, lectures, quiz contests and site visits. eQuest, a prestigious quiz competition organized by ISHRAE to catalyze the transformation of the budding engineering professionals. ISHRAE provides a platform to potential employers
at a never seen before price. Search now on Flipkart. फिल्मी गाने से जुड़े रहने के लिए YouTube ऐप के बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें।
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
To enjoy evergreen melodious songs from over the years to the latest ones, subscribe to Filmy Gaane channel.
I know this is only West region, but when I was the president at that time, we had over 55 chapters. And as you all know, that there is something called a presidential award. And, you know, I was going through with the president, at that time's president-elect, and the president-elect and the elect president, and we were going through, and all the chapters, all the 55 of them did a wonderful job. And you have to clap for your own self. Yes, for your own self. You all guys did a phenomenal job, and to get that to bring that down to 30, and how many chapters got 35 chapters got some award or the other. So it was a tough job, but we did that. I want to name a few people who did excellent work last year, and if I don't name them, it'll be my, should I say, shortcoming. You guys all attended the Cool Conclave in Jaipur. How many of you attended the Cool Conclave in Jaipur? That was one of my agendas. Like I said, I had some major agendas. That was one of my agendas. And I just want to thank Mr. Pankaj Harkar again, because he was the one with whom I had a talk before I get my over as a resident, that I want to do a ISHRAE annual event. So the first one, he very rightfully agreed, and first one was a grand success. And of course, now you all can see the second one in Indore was also a grand success. So clap for yourself. You did it. And then there was this. Then there is another gentleman. He was there all day today, but I don't know why he's not here right now. Is Mr. Chandrasekhar. We call him Chandra. He was the IEC chairman. Actually, as a matter of fact, he still is the IEC chair this year also. And we started this ICP program. And I think today you guys got a good presentation on the ICP from you people. And that program has also become, though it's a very long thought, but that program was also become a success, and over, I think, CEP, I always miss that. CEP professionals. How many of you are CEP professionals here? This is bad. RCC में अब देखना ये कैसे हाथ बढ़ेगा. But you guys all, what is CEP? I think you got that thing, yaar. Come on. अगर engineer हो तो CEP लेना तो बहुत जरूरी हो गया. That was another initiative which I had. Then you guys know that all our registration has become digital. Now see the digitization is happening so fast that now RCC or any program, you're not signing any paper. I credit Urvi Shah for that. He program chair, he put in a lot of time and effort and converted all our registrations into digitization. So that's also another applause should go to Urvi. Out of all RDs, there's one RD who was the best RD and the most. मतलब मैं उस वक्त भी मैंने एक ही चीज कही थी कि मेरे पास, और वो बेस्ट का ही है, और मेरे पास चैप्टर मेरे पास चैप्टर्स लोग चैप्टर प्रेजेंट के फोन आते हैं इसको हमारे से दूर रखो.
YouTube मेरे यहाँ से
YouTube did an excellent job. And a very big award, they did a great job, followed up with a great RD from the West. Okay, these are a few names I just wanted to say. Now I quickly go through the presentation.
Let's go. Yes, sir. Sir.
I had taken a blessing of this gentleman. I think all of you know this gentleman. If any one of you over here doesn't know this gentleman, I don't think you guys are not an air conditioning engineer. Yes, my father, I had his blessing when I started my career, and it went very great. So I have his blessings all along with me. So you saw the year, it was the year of growth. So this was my MAARG, this was my theme of my society year. M stood for Margdarshak. Like I said, Margdarshak, we formed a committee who was chaired by ISHRAE, and we had 11 people from outside the air conditioning industry. Out of them, 2 were part of the air conditioning industry. Rest was stalwarts from all across, from FMCG, from education, from the government, from literally, and those people created a vision for ISHRAE. What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Next,
Sir.
so M was Margdarshak. The committee created a document called ISHRAE Rising Vision 2035, and this document is there, and JKD is working on this document, and you will be seeing, some of you have seen it, some of you will be seeing the actions on this document. There are 11 points which they have come up with, and those 11 points, execution is going to start happening now. These are those highlights. I won't take a lot of time because, and all this is there, the presentation is here. Anybody have any questions, sure, be most welcome to ask. The advancement, I had said that we will include inclusion of members from smaller chapters to the national level. And I'm telling you, I'm very happy. You see all these are people from chapters like Indore, Gurugram, Kalpakam, Thane, Ranchi, Raipur, Kochi, Nasik. All these people have taken positions on the national level. That's the inclusion of smaller chapters getting onto the national level. Then ISHRAE at our doorstep, we started this program. This program has done wonders. All of you people were doing programs at one point, and now you're going to the end user or to the changing your venues of your program. Pune is moving into that. What's that area called? Huh? No, the locations. Where do you do your programs other than Pune, outside Pune? Ahmednagar and all that stuff. Delhi is going to GMR's offices, going to Maruti's office and doing programs. That is, so we are now not telling them the members to come, but they are going to the members. That's another new activity we started. Of course, publication you all seen, and I don't need to say much about it. Now you've got the e-library, and I think all of you subscribe for the e-library. Advocacy, we've done great in advocacy. We've had the MOUs renewed, most of the MOUs. As a matter of fact, I again have applause for the advocacy chair, Richie Mittal. He went through all the MOUs and had meetings with all of the associate societies, and a lot of them have become active. You see the Rata, Rama,
डिस्पेंड नहीं होना चाहिए
CIT, BIQ, ISHRAE, we are doing program, all these people now. So this has all become so active. This is one thing which is not taken off, but because it is, we are talking to DSP on an India Cooling Innovation Goal, ICE. It's a joint venture between DSP and ISHRAE, but this is because it's government, it's moving a little slow. The report has been sent by DSP further to the ministry, but the ministry is not cleared it yet. So this is one aspect which is moving along a little slower. Next. Reform next. Reforms, again, for in reforms, it is all what you guys did. You know, a lot of you people initiated and went beyond your reach, beyond your chapter reach to smaller chapters who were in distress or who were having a lot of problems and went and helped them out, did programs there. Some of them have even given them financial support. So this has worked out very well. See, big brothers like Delhi, Jaipur, Ahmedabad, Kolhapur, Thane, Mumbai, they have done a lot on that front. Like Delhi supported Dehradun, Jaipur supported Udaipur and Jodhpur, Trivandrum supported Kollam, and many more. Like I can, if I keep on naming, then एक घंटा बात करता रहूँगा. Next. Ujjavaran, like we said, we changed the model of Ujjavaran. Ujjavaran is no longer a headquarters event. It is there no financials. You guys can do your Ujjavaran yourself. The Ujjavaran chair decides the locations. These are the locations we have decided. I think this year also they did same locations are being worked on. Yeah, so this year onward it's been changed. So we've changed the model, and these are the locations it is going on. Next. Next. International, you know, as you all know, we formed a lot of international chapters, but we were in a bad shape because basically we formed the chapters, but we didn't know how to handle their financials. So we formed a committee, and the committee came up with a white paper, and with that white paper now all the international chapters are doing wonders. Some of them, because of the political situation, are sitting in the middle of a backseat, like Bangladesh, Nepal. Nigeria. But these three are doing wonders. Dubai, Doha, and Bahrain are doing very wonders, doing great programs. Next. These are the few glimpses. We did the chapter treasurer conference. I started this chapter treasurer training. It was very well accepted. Had a little bit of a teething problem, but this year again it happened, I think, and this year it was very well accepted in all the 4 regions. Next. Digitization I talked about. Next. Road. Next. Overseas, as I told you, we've changed the policy. Next. Knowledge centers is something which I think all of you are aware of. I don't need to say this again. We started with ISHRAE knowledge centers. So now the ICP, from the number of people attending the ICP, has gone up tremendously. Like basically, from what we came to know was that in the last 10 years, the number of ICP professionals we had versus in the last year, it's multiplied by I think 3 times. So that's the greatness of going into the knowledge center. Next. This I talked about, I don't want to mention about it. I think I don't need to say this. This all you guys are aware of. Whom was there? I don't need to say much. It is something which is not very well known by everybody. So I don't need to say anything much. Next. Going. Next. 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 Gratitude to some of my people. These were the RDs, VPs. Next. These were the committee chairs. Next.
So
Sure.
hello, yeah. So as you can see, the reserves and surplus. So that has gone up to 16 crores now. So I might get a little confused because it's written in millions and I have to tell you in crores. So pardon me for that. I can, but yeah, I'll try. I'll try both. So it's 160 million. So basically 16 crores. It was went up from 13 crores. And if you see the the other current liabilities that adds up to some 29.8 crores now. And other, the total you can see. Is it legible, Amana? Can you see it? This is better. Yeah. So basically, it has gone up from 28 crores to 29.80 crores. This is the total liabilities, I would say. And then, of course, the assets, and that adds up to, again, 29.8. Obviously, it will be there so. So if you have any questions on that, you can ask. So basically, the increase is about 1.7 crores. So this is the balance sheet. I'll move on to the income expense account. It's actually more of interest and easy to understand that way. So our income has gone up by 2.26 crores. So from 37.6, it has gone up to 39.8. Our expenses, if you see, that has also gone up from 31.3 crores to 35.8 crores. So basically, it has increased by about 4.5. So balance being excess of income over expenditure. That's another important figure. So that is stand at 3.98 crores. So it has come down from 6 crores to 3.98 crores. So I'll try and help you understand what it is basically. So there have been certain cases of write-off that we have done in this year, and that actually amounts to 1.62 crores roughly. Now, if you remember, those of you who were present in the last society meeting, BOG at Bangalore, the forecasted figure was about 5.58. And from that, if you knock off about 1.62, which was a subsequent decision advised by our auditors and considered by the management team here, we decided to knock off 1.62, and therefore we have arrived at the figure of 3.98 crores. Now, in case if you want to know more about it, of course, you have to refer to the notes that they are. But primarily, I'd like to draw your attention to 4 heads. Yeah. So these are the 4 heads which basically would talk about this 1.6. So first of all was we had 3 chapters, Coimbatore, Madurai and Thane, whose accounts were merged with us. And after a certain time when they had their own PAN and bank account, that got separated out. So in our books, we had 75.72 lakhs as a figure of that. So that we have knocked off from our books this year. Obviously, some accounting procedures has to be done. We'll be taking some invoices from them for this financial year, that is FY 25 and 26 to adjust it. But as far as the money goes, that is now been removed from our books. The other 4 factors I will try and explain to you. One was the foreign chapters. Now, there were certain expenses that we had incurred for about 39 lakhs from the foreign chapters. Now, you heard Balani sir mention regarding the white paper, and we had faced certain challenges. Why that white paper and the policy was necessitated? Because transactions were difficult to do with international chapters. So therefore, there will not be any transaction. Those of you who have read the white paper would know about it. And we have actually paid about 39 lakhs of direct expenses. And that also had to be knocked off from our books. The third factor is the TDS. Now, there was a long pending assessment issue amounting to some 17 lakh 66,000. Now, this assessment is for the year 2013-14. Now, our auditors are of the opinion that we will get a certain amount back from it. But at this moment, we are not sure what volume will come back. So we have made a provision of the entire 17.66. And we expect at least something around 9-10 lakhs. If it comes back, then we'll be able to write back that. So that was the recommendation of the auditors, and we have followed suit. The third is the TDS and GST provisions, because that was necessitated. Rohit, you would like to explain that? This 19 lakhs? Okay, yeah. So there were some 19.22 lakhs worth of GST that had to be knocked off from our books. Yeah, for back years. So that also was done this year. And last, of course, is the interest on income tax. Because what happened in the year 22-23, I think there's a Delhi Act Rex. Which year was that? 2021. So there was a sudden rise in the income. And before that, we used to never pay the advance taxes. So therefore, we suffered a penalty of 10.34 lakhs. So that also needed to be written off. So this actually totals out to about 1.6 crores. So that if we would have come or if we would have not done it, then our excess income over expenditure would have been in the region of 5.58 as I mentioned. But right now it had to be scaled down to 3.98. But then the reason why it had to be done is because we could not have carried it for more period. So it made a good accounting sense and also to clean our books. So we needed to do that. So anything anybody would like to? Okay. Jogesh ji is here.
Yes, good evening, Pallab and all.
Yogesh, yeah. Sorry, I correct myself. Yeah. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, of course.
On the expense side, generally the heads, the top head is generally into some categories. Here, the 30 odd crores is against other expenses. So I think in other expense that value is very, very high. So is there any bifurcation of the other expenses?
Yeah. I'll tell you. You have to go to note number 19. If you see note number 19, I think the primary thing in this note number 19 is the 5 items that I pointed out. So this is actually the most important part of note number 19. Yeah. So this is the note number 19. So these are the expenses that are categorized under note number 19. Okay. Yeah, as I explained to you, the ACREX income rose dramatically that particular year. It was not envisaged. And before that, we never used to pay advance taxes. Now, after that event, we have started paying advance taxes. Today, we pay advance taxes. So we did not pay advance taxes. It will not happen in future. That is the learning actually I can share with you. Yeah, if your income dramatically increases and you have a spike in income, which nobody would object to for that matter. Ah. Yeah. So any questions, anybody? Yeah. So I would request one of you to propose. Do you have a question? Okay. So somebody can propose and somebody can second, then we can. So, Amar. So Jennifer, madam, President Goa chapter proposes. Udayji. Udayji from Satara chapter seconds it. So we consider these audited balance sheet to be passed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. There's one more agenda I have. Can we go back to the PowerPoint? Yeah. So it is customary that the annual general meeting also approves the auditors for the next financial year. So we have proposed the name of A. Raj and Associates as the auditor for the financial year 25-26. Sir? How many years? 10 years.
it is always good to continue with the people which has worked, and also they have a entire history. So anytime, I mean, the reference and everything. Normally in our businesses also, all of us are businessmen here. We normally do not change the auditors. Your CAs and yeah, sir. Yeah.
See, what Mir said is right. We've not changed the auditors, but from last 2 years, from last year onwards, we've changed the internal auditor. So now we have a separate internal auditor who has no link with this auditor and whom we have hired now, who does internal auditing quarterly. Before, our internal auditing was not being done quarterly. Now our internal auditing is being done quarterly by a standalone separate internal auditor. From last year, yes.
The internal auditors? Yeah, the auditor reported.
See, the major challenge over there were a lot of procedural lapses at our end. Post Dinesh Sharma case, we appointed an internal auditor who have gone through our books, and basically it took them almost 5 months to work out standard operating procedures and also the corrective actions. Initial report was, if I am correct, was 20-page report they have given us. And then we have worked on that one, and gradually we have eliminated those lapses, the procedural changes, we have done it. Now, when they give a quarterly report, these are all much thinner report, because they are also finding that we have started complying to those requirements. So means I will not say any, there are findings, but then we have corrected on those, because obviously since internal auditor was not very effective in the past, there were lapses, so those have been corrected now.
Just to tell you one major change which we did after the internal auditor came, though it took us good 6-8 months or even a year to make that change. You know, when this internal auditor took over, how many accounts did ISHRAE have? ISHRAE had 25 accounts, bank accounts. And he was saying, what's going on? Why do you need 25 bank accounts? Because what was happening was, every time we would do an event, we would open a new account. Every time we would do something, open a new account. Leave about 5-7 lakhs in that account, a new account, so we've wiped out, cleaned all those accounts. And you know, there were signatories who were like, 10-year-old presidents. A person who was a national president 10 years back, he's a signatory. To finding those signatories was becoming difficult. So that was the biggest. How many? Now we have, I think we have only 3. No. We have about 5 accounts in totality. So 3 are for separately, one for each event. Before we had one ACREX Bangalore, one ACREX Mumbai, one ACREX Delhi. Now we've got one ACREX account which goes through all across. We've got one ref code account which goes through every ref code. We've got one cool conclave account which goes through every cool conclave. Similarly, in the office also, we've got one account. Before, with this Dinesh Sharma problem, it was like all eggs in one basket. So now we've had 3 baskets now. So we don't have all our eggs in one basket. We have one operational account where we do all the transactions, one account where we get the best of the interest rate on FDs. So we've tried to, this is all internal auditors' advice, which we are following.
So I have one question about appointment of the tax auditor. We are talking of appointment of the tax auditor over here, not the internal auditor. So yes, are we renewing the contract at the same fees, or is there an enhancement of fee?
No, I will tell you, 4 years back we have renewed it, and then last year we have changed it. This year we have not yet changed it. But we are just
brought him down.
Yeah, I will tell you, post it was 23-24 we have brought him down, and I think 2 years back we had brought him down, and then this year we have increased it.
No,
so
earlier it was the same firm doing the tax audit and the internal audit. So the fee was combined.
No. Internal auditor was somebody else. His responsibility is GST, all statutories, basically. Submitting statutories, working out on those balance sheet part of it, and all those things. So an internal auditor was somebody else. Now we have a different internal auditor, and then the statutory auditor is the same auditor.
Okay. So basically, to answer my question, you are saying that you're renewing his contract with the same professional fee.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So again, my request, somebody can propose and somebody can second. You have done that, right? Okay. Not yet, okay. Exact amount, 2.7 lakhs?
It's
2.75 lakhs. Yeah, per annum.
okay. I propose appointing the auditor.
Mr. Amitabh Basur proposes. Subodh. Huh? So everyone is at par actually, yeah. So thank you once again. So we have got both the things passed. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pallabda. Thank you very much for answering all the questions diligently and satisfying all the queries that have come forward. The next point on the agenda is vision and update by our society president, Mr. Jayanto Kumar Das, for society year 25-26. Jayanto da, over to you.
Good evening. As we have all heard from Mr. Anup Balani, immediate past president, that means it was a lot of activities have happened last year and it is very difficult to get into his shoes. So what I have done is that I have decided that let's stick to the basic plans. So if you see what we have planned at the initial stage when I took charge as a president is that I have kept, because one thing was clear in my mind is that presidential team name can change, but the vision and the objectives should not change because we require a long-term vision to guide the society or drive the society. So what we worked out is that we internally also discussed. Can I have the presentation ready? Yeah. That we will try to stick to the basic part of it. So if you see, my basic things were under 3 categories: growth, transformation, and technology. Because growth, any society wants a growth. So growth is a long-term vision and it has to go like that. Okay, it's here. अच्छा, वहां से आगे ये चेंज क्यों नहीं हो रहा? अच्छा, okay, fine. So growth, transformation, and technology. Next one. So we worked out an acronym, but if you see, the 5 objectives of it were basically all long term. Geographical reach, it is a long term. We always wanted to grow inside in India as well as in the international locations. Then reforms. Reform is an area which was there, but more focused way it started from last society year, and then we are taking it forward now because as a society, which I always say that we are a 44 years old society, so we require certain amount of changes and reforms. Then is encouraging decarbonization, which is again a very much required over there. Embracing digitalization, which is again a requirement for us because we need to move with the time. And then nurturing skills. Next. So if we see that we are basically having 25,000 plus members and we are located in 61 locations. Now, this out of these 6 international locations, as we were discussing, that 3 locations are having certain amount of challenges because of geopolitical thing, but otherwise, the other 3 Middle East countries, they are doing exceptionally well. And for your understanding, when we started the society here, there were 750 international members with us. and we have a plan to go 4-digit by end of this society year. So there is a very strong pool of ISHRAE in the international arena, and we are quite sure that we need to work in that direction. It's not easy to keep the membership because we have to give certain amount of services to the members. We are working towards that, but we are also very hopeful on that particular front. And in the domestic areas, our all chapters are doing extremely well. And we can see that vibrancy. Means I was attending, means today morning also I was there in West RCC, and last 2-3 RCCs which I have seen, means every chapter is trying their best to give services to the members, and that will give us the growth. Next. Now reforms, if you see, we have done operational reforms in ISHRAE, and it is again a continuous process. We have basically we have increased our back-end strength. Means our ISHRAE headquarter back-end team earlier used to be 4 or 5 persons were there. Now it is 10 plus, I think 11 or 12, and we have a general manager in position. So all those changes which are doing so that we can strengthen the back-end offices, because we are all volunteers. End of the day, we also have a limitation of time. So as you have in the chapters also a back-end team, in HQ also we need to strengthen that. Then improving the management of mega events. Now you are all aware, last year we have changed, we have started a new vertical called ISHRAE Trade Fair vertical, which is basically going to organize the mega exhibitions of ISHRAE like ACREX and REFCOL. Now ACREX Mumbai will be the first event that they will be organizing, and they are working very cohesively with the Mumbai team and working on these ACREX Mumbai. And then we are all aware that the REFCOL next is going to Pune, and they have already started working with Pune team for the REFCOL 2026. Then optimizing the internal process and governance, it is again an which we were discussing from accounts point of view and other areas. We have started working on that. And then implementation of the Margdarshak committee report. Now this is a area which is little time taking according to me, because we have appointed a committee. They have worked on that one. They have come out with around 11 areas where we should be working on that. Now we are started working in, we have already had a discussion with the chapters level at G16 level, and then we are trying to pinpoint which of the areas we'll do for a short-term reform and where we will be going medium and long-term. So this will take certain amount of time, but that process has already started. So these are the different type of reforms which we are coming, and I'm quite sure like Dr. Sarvanan or anybody else afterwards, whoever will be taking charge as a society president, will be taking this forward, because reform is the very, very important part of it. Next. Now, decarbonization. We have Cool Conclave 2024, then 25. It is again a grand success. We have 1800 plus paid delegates over there. So we had a grand show in Indore, and now we are going to south to Coimbatore. So that initiative is already there, but we are, as I was talking in the morning today, we are taking these initiatives to the chapter and sub-chapter level. We are now coming up with guidelines so that the chapter sub-chapters start organizing the program keeping sustainability in mind. Means we should walk the talk. Encouraging local events on sustainability and decarbonization, that is the point I was coming to. And then tracking carbon footprints for each major events. Like this event also, we have a carbon footprint tracking. For last almost 6 months, all the RCCs, all the Society Board of Governors meeting, all core committee meetings, all important meetings, we are tracking the carbon footprint, because we are trying to develop a baseline this year, so that next year onwards, we will try to improve in terms of reducing our carbon footprint for different activities. Next. Now, if you see ISHRAE's commitment on sustainability and decarbonization. Now, if you see, we were a high carbon footprint because we were doing it. We were not knowing also that how much we are spending on the carbon footprint. So we were doing our programs. Now, what we have started this year is that we have started monitoring the events. Now we are making a baseline. grassroots level awareness, as I was telling you that all the chapters, sub-chapters, we are requesting to start organizing programs on a sustainable way. Then this sustainable planning will be coming, and then I'm quite sure in years to come, we will be moving towards a low carbon footprint society. From a high carbon footprint society, we are aiming, maybe it will take 4-5 years time, but I'm quite sure that we will be moving towards a very conscious, very responsible society with low carbon footprint. Next. Now, these are the different flagship events which were going on, and this will be going on. These are all chapter-based events which are happening at the chapter level with around 1,300 plus programs, 10,000 plus delegates, different type of activities, technical workshops, webinars, product presentations. So these will be going on because these are the backbone. Because unless we do a good program, our members we will not be able to give good service to the members. So why we get members? Because they are looking towards a good technical inputs from the society. Next. Now these are the theme-based programs which are continuing, like Urjavan, RefCon, AgriServe, Pharma Connect. So these programs are, again, we have decentralized Urjavaran, RefCon, and AgriServe. We have given the liberty to the chapters to organize this program. We have kept only Pharma Connect with HQ, but balance all three programs. We have given a free hand to the chapters to organize these programs. Now, these are the three mega events which are continuing, like ACREX, RefCold, and Cool Conclave. Now, Cool Conclave is moving towards south this year. Means next year. RefCold will be coming to west in Pune, and ACREX will be going to, this year it will be in Mumbai, and then next year it will be in Delhi as the standard rotation. So that will be there. Nurturing skills, this activity is taking a little bit of time. We need to work on more connect with the government and the other societies. I'm quite sure maybe in next couple of months time, we will be able to come out with an effective skill development plans, which will be helping the society and the overall HVAC fraternity in long run. But ISHRAE Education Committee, they are doing extremely well. They have developed new programs. We have now 8 IKCs, ISHRAE Knowledge Centers, where we are organizing these ICP programs. Apart from that, we are organizing the ISHRAE Knowledge Talks. So, and they have increased the number of speakers who will be delivering this particular program. So ISHRAE Education Committee is doing excellent work in spreading the basic objective of ISHRAE, of knowledge dissemination. Next. These are the different courses like advanced diploma, which is happening in Delhi. ICP programs, we all are aware of it. In 8 locations we are having specialized workshops, which any chapter can organize it. There are standard modules are available. And then the skill development, different types of activities which we are planning. And AgriServe is one of the area where skill development can help us. Next. Now, these are the ICP programs: ISHRAE Design Level 1, Clean Room Level 1, ICP Services, ICP Essential Draftings, ICP HVAC Commissioning. So these are the different courses which are getting, we are organizing these particular programs in different knowledge centers. Next. This is another initiative we started last year, is that CEP, Certified Engineering Professionals. Now we are, if I'm correct, we are around 250 plus CEPs now. And we are aiming little high because we have got an input, because Government of India has also taken up an step towards that through AICTE. And we have got an input that once we reach reasonably good numbers, the government will also look forward towards us to recognize this particular CEP as a government certified, government recognition point of view. So we need to work towards that. Technical groups, needs TGs. Now, these are the 3-4 areas where TGs are working so that we get good publications. They are working towards that. That means whether it is indoor air quality, thermal comforts, or energy efficiency. So these TGs are working towards that so that we get a comprehensive HVAC solutions and the publications. Next. Now, these are all 30 plus publications, which are now, we were having physical publications. Now we have moved towards online digital publication as well as e-library. Means e-library is an excellent thing which has happened with a very nominal fees. We can access to all the publications of ISHRAE for 1 year. So, and that is getting a strong pull. Means I have seen that a lot of members are very keen on subscribing to this e-library. Next. Amar, next. Now, this is a advocacy team has, in collaboration with IEC, has done some government connect, industry connect, and associate society connect programs. In last 6 months, we have done it in Delhi. We have done one in Mumbai also. I think some other locations also we have planned to do it. So advocacy is also an area where we are working very, very aggressively so that we can have a government, industry, and associate society connects. In the students category, we have now a MOE understanding between ISHRAE, and we can engage with the different colleges where we have already made a draft MOU where if the colleges agree to that, we can have an understanding with them that we will give them a certain amount of courses which we are basically planning. But basically they need to have around 45 student members minimum. That is the requirement. So that will be also giving a good push to the student activities. So these are the basic plans of this particular society year, and we will be working towards it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jayantada. And the mark which was set by Anoopji, I mean, is getting greener day by day with the kind of work and the vision which has been put forward by our society president, Jayantoji. The next point on the agenda is appointment and announcement of nominating committee for society year 26-27. May I please invite on the dais Dr. Sarvanan.
Amar, PPT. Yeah. Good evening. So as per the ISHRAE chapter from operation manual and bylaws, the nomination committee members has to be approved in AGM. Okay, so ISHRAE bylaws, the nomination committee approved by the ISHRAE chapter operation manual and bylaws is the previous 6 national presidents and the current president and president-elect. The total 8 members is going to become the nominating committee. So these committee members will ensure that the fair and selection process for the upcoming leadership team for the society year 26-27. I request your approval for this president's members who is going to be the part of these nominating committee members. Starting from Ravi. Okay. Yeah. Starting with Mr. Vikram Murthy, Mr. Richi Mittal, Mr. Amitabh Shur, N. Chandrasekhar, Mr. Yogesh Thakkar, Mr. Anup Balani. These are the immediate these are the immediate 6. Yeah, already. Immediate first national president and the current team, Mr. Jayendra Kumar Das, and myself, R. Saravanan, as the president-elect of this year, 25-26, is the committee chair for this nominating committee. So these are the people who is going to select the future leaders for the upcoming society year 26-27 as the part of the process. I request the board approval for this nominating committee? Somebody can. Okay, sir. Second. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We have time if we have anyone has got any other points which needs to be discussed. This is the forum, friends. Everyone is looking really, really exhausted. I think a lot of you have traveled over the night. Do you have any points which are online? Anyone has got? Okay, so before I do the adjournment of the AGM, there are a few people I need to thank. So first, my heartfelt gratitude to our parliamentarian Amitabh. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, Amar, meeting secretary. Great job. I know, Amar, you had a couple of challenges, but you managed it well. Thank you very much. Our entire AV team who has done a fantastic job. Our head table, especially Pallabda for putting in a lot of efforts and ensuring that the accounts were absolutely impeccable and they were passed. Our auditors, thank you very much for the work that you have been doing for the society. Really appreciate. Not to forget our HQ staff who has done fantastic work and ensuring that everything is recorded and the members are served. All you people, all the members who are present here, who have taken time, who have traveled all the way and they are present here, and all the people who are present offline. And last but not the least, we'll miss out on an opportunity to offer our gratitude to our host chapter, who has today done a fantastic job in hosting this AGM, this RCC. A big round of applause to Nashik team. May I please request them to be present here? Please come here. Varun, take a bow, brother. You have done a fantastic job. Entire Nashik team, please come here. यार इतनी कंजूसी नहीं हो जाए थोड़ा सा स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन दे दो यार इन लोगों को दे हैव डन अ फैबुलस जॉब यार Right now, when few of the team members are here, there are a lot of people who are ensuring the other arrangements, and they have been an impeccable host and the kind of hospitality they have forwarded and allowing us to conduct this AGM very gracefully. Thank you very much. And thank you very much. And the AGM stands adjourned. Thank you very much. Please, sir.